All right, we're live. We're live. New York session. What's good? What's good? Let me know if you guys can hear me good in the chat. Gold just bursted up. Like I said, any one of these days it's going to try to break out, and that's today. Today was that day. Interesting enough, it held the range. If anyone remembers the random rectangle I drew. I was on the stream earlier and I was talking about that random rectangle, and I was like, there's a range it could hold. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. I don't know if anyone remembers that. Does anyone remember that part a couple hours ago? So I forget when I streamed last night or something. When Marco was up here, and I said there's a range that could hold if price stays in control. There's a really interesting part, and those are some things I can't explain. Like, I can't back test those types of things with you guys. Like, if you were here 5 hours ago, some things are harder for me to explain than others, to be honest. There was a part I was saying, like, because everyone wants to know, like, what's possible, what could happen, this, that, right? And I was saying, like, there's this range we're in, right? This rectangle. There's this range that we're in, and we might just stay in the range in control, like a rectangle. I was talking about this rectangle. So it was at an hour and 5 minutes, like an hour. And it's sometimes sometimes that stuff's hard for me to explain, but I know it's something that could happen, like, because how I feel what the market's doing. And I'm talking about how, like, it could stay in control at this part. Like, I'm like, buyers could try to stay, like, if it just sits up here, because that's what this 4 hour candle, like a 4 hour candle like that kind of says that, right? Like, the 4 hour kind of said, like, that is a possibility. Like, and some things are harder to explain, like that. If anyone remembers that, there's, like, a part, like, we look at the market now, and that's a harder thing to catch, maybe analyze, right? But even, like, I'm gonna show you, like, there's trades, like, a lot of things I teach. Like, here's a trade I caught on gold, myself. A lot of things I teach, because, like, this isn't a trade that I can send a signal on too fast. No one's gonna catch this. Like, the signal entry was missed. There's how I trade even on my own, and then there's how I send signals, because, like, how I teach you guys a lot of things is really important. The things that I teach you guys is really important. Here, I took some screenshots of 2 trades I caught, and they weren't trades that I could have sent signals on. Like, the confirmations were, like, this candle, for instance. I bought right after that candle, and the market shot up instantly. And it was like, okay, I wasn't able to send a signal on this. But I always teach about this stuff right here. All right? I always teach about this stuff. I'm always going over this stuff on the streams. I took an example. I got another example here. I think another example right here. Look at these 2 different entries. I took an L, and then I made it all back. Now it's out. Where's my screen now? Gold's pulling back. I'll show you what I'm looking for. Some of you guys should know what I'm already looking for. I talked about it last night. But there, rejection candle entry. Look at this. Rejection candle entry. 30-minute. This was the one that made all my back. Now I'm at 362. Pull back, like, next maybe setup. I talked about this last night. Anybody that was here last night might already know what I'm probably looking for next. Maybe considering next, because we were here some hours ago. If anybody remembers, hopefully we're above 5,200 now, so we might come back to retest. It looks like we're coming back to retest 5,200. That's all. That's what I'm looking at for right now. $5,200. Looks like we're gonna pull back. We just broke above $5,200. Interesting enough, yeah, we did talk about this earlier. How if it gets above 5,200, maybe we could look for a retest. It was something I forget exactly when, but that was a discussion throughout the session. If we get above, I'd only be thinking like we could get above something like that when a market's even near it. Like there's a level here that's, we're coming close to 5,200. Market's kind of trading up towards there. 5,200. We talked about this some hours ago. Break above 5,200. Now we've done that. Now maybe there's going to be a retest for 5,200. It's probably going to come back like 15 minutes dropping. Be good to watch the 15-minute drop more. Maybe form like a big wick, some rejection in here, even on the 30-minute. Like it is obviously high up, but it's better to let price drop, form like some of these wicks. I've circled some wicks. And again, two of them. Look at the screenshots I just showed you. Again, candlestick, entry, candlestick, entry. Look at these candlesticks at the bottom. So you want to let this go down and form like those types of candlesticks at the bottom that end up wicking down, finishing the move, like coming down, going down, but like wicking back, rejecting. The market could do that. It might not just bounce off of 5,200, but maybe looking at if it can stay above it eventually, like if it's going for like this break and retest here. We did talk about this last night, so it's just like planning something and not thinking of too many other things. So yeah, we're above 5,200 possibly for the day. Like we could maybe stay above $5,200. We did break it successfully, strong. So I'd be watching that area, maybe like close to 5,200 potentially for reactions for this morning. Maybe there could be a continuation. And yeah, that's really like that's really it. Like not much more we have to go over. If you can get entries around, like it just hit 5207. It might try to stay above it. Hopefully there's some like good pullbacks to it. If it's a fake out, it would end up doing something like this and end up probably coming back above 5,200 at a different time and retesting it even at a different time. Probably going to maintain, like I said, probably going to maintain above 5,200. Stand by, probably look for entries. Like that's what I'm going to be looking at for like the next hour. Don't know how long I'm going to be streaming on, but I just want to hop on and go over this. And yeah, like 5 minutes, when you zoom in, you can obviously look at different candles, like the 5 minutes rejecting. So this is the first kind of small pullback. And it's like, it could stick, it could go, but it's the 5 minute. Like it might just go up and then come back down, bounce a bit. It'd be better to look for like a 15-minute to come down more. Form a couple candles, 30-minute, then form rejection. So keep an eye on this. Like could be something already pushing up strong. Gold's moving a lot more than it did because now NFP's done. So if you look at, there's a difference in price action, especially with gold. And NFP was here. And like, gold kind of stayed up and down, up and down. It looks like it's trending now more. NFP was also negative. It was a negative NFP. So market could be taking that into effect more. It was negative for the dollar. NFP, non-farm payroll, was negative for the dollar. I did a couple sessions about that, talking about it. So yeah, wait. Might take an hour or so, maybe a bit. Like New York session's still active. It's 9:40 in the morning. Stock market opened 10 minutes ago. Gold's already dropping right now. Let it drop a bit, I find. Like that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look for a setup. Probably most likely gonna send a signal now because we have a setup. Probably on 5,200 if it can get down there. But yeah, it's gonna stay active a bit here for the next hour. We'll look at gold. See if it can pull back. Forward thinking, this was the plan earlier, so I'm just kind of sticking with it, If you look at 5,200 area, it's a good resistance there, so I was anticipating the breakout already. And it's just the way we're moving. Like gold's more trending towards it. So this is like looking like more of like a successful breakout to me. 1 hour closes in 16 minutes. If that that's important too. Like the 1 hour right now, if it stays above for the next 16 minutes, I think it will. Now, if it actually wicks down in 16 minutes, that's different. It might not be the same, but yeah, still thinks 5,200 is going to hold. That's the setup for the morning on gold. Same thing we were looking at literally hours ago. So a lot of times you might always have a, plan A, plan B, or not plan A, plan B, but option A, option B. If this happens, I'll do this, or if this doesn't happen, I can wait for this. Type of thinking, especially if you're got a good sense of market direction. Like I wouldn't be putting this type of thing here if I wasn't sensing market was going to go for a breakout. But you can see this area 1, 2, 3, kind of 4. This area has a lot of resistance around it. So it's like the more times you touch something, the likely it's to break out. I've been saying that for a while. Time and time again, I always repeat the same sentences over and over again. Yeah, so the more times you touch a resistance or an area, the more likely it's to break out. Or you have a lot of resistance here, and we just got a strong breakout of that. So yeah, the more, like I said, the more touches you have, the more area of a defined resistance that you have, the more likely that a breakout's gonna come. So yeah, gold's coming down. Let it come down. If it comes down enough for me, where it's it looks good enough to send a signal a bit later, maybe in an hour from now, maybe in the next hour, I'll send one. But yeah, you guys should be able to watch this too. Keep an eye on it. Simple setup potentially. If we're gonna continue today or maybe get a rebound, that's really it. I think it's kind of like playing your trade your plan. Okay, I had this planned earlier, so I'm going to stick with it for the morning. If it pulls down enough, starts to react, I'll enter small positions and see how it goes in that first 30 minutes, first hour. It is pulling down. It's not like you have to just jump into it. Jumping into something right now, obviously it's at 5,200. You're likely to get bounces. When you just jump into something like this, you're likely to get those little bounces that could go up quickly, $5, $10, bounce up really quickly, some pips, $5, $10 or so, but it doesn't always confirm that the full move's there. It's on the market kind of falls off. It'd be something like this here. See, for example, this drops kind of fast here. There's a little bounce. It recovers a little bounce, but right now little bounces are 200 pips. Well, well, at least 100 pips. Even like the smallest 5-minute candle bounce is going to be like 100 pips right now for gold. So like, yeah, like 5,200, we don't just have to sit here and be like, oh, we got to buy right away. We still wait. Like, market's likely to create some quick bounces around here as it touches this price, 5,200, because it's like a psychological level. It's sweeping a bit below it, and it's likely to create some little bounces as it hits this type of price, and like the market's arriving to it. You're likely to get quick bounces, even like you could see it sweeped a little bit underneath. And now it's bouncing pretty quickly, right? Quick bounce, boom. That's easy. Those are easy moves to catch if you're quick at scalping, like you're really quick at making decisions, getting in and out. Because you can always reposition, like, see, like those quick bounces happen when you hit a price usually. Like, especially if it's a whole number. It could be 40, 50 pip bounces, or even, honestly, like $10 bounces real quick. Those aren't always the trades you want to get into, even though it looks like the market's reacting, right? You might see the market coming somewhere, jumping up a little bit on the 5-minute because gold's really volatile. Those aren't always the trades you want to just jump into where it looks like it's reacting. It goes a quick 50 pips, right? Or the candle starts turning a little bit green. It's easy to get those quick scalps. 15 minute has 2 candles. You'd want see how the 5-minute looks right now. You'd want the 15 minute to kind of look how the 5-minute looks. See how the 5-minute has like more down candles right now. Obviously, we'd want the 15-minute to kind of have more of that structure coming down a bit more. At a price like I said, it's 5,200. That's a psychological level. That's a whole number. We got zeros there. That's an easy price to map out. It's very psychological. Underneath it's the 5,100s. So it's the beginning and the end of, like, you know, a price. It's the start of the 52s, and it's where the 5,100s end, right? So it's a area that can have order clusters. Like you can see, there was a strong breakout of this price. Now we're right back at it, kind of like bouncing off of it a little bit. 30-minute, we want like the 30-minute to look more how like the 15 even looks right now. You know, it's like when you're looking at time frames, like the 5 minutes has a pretty big, it looks like a big correction, right? Because there's just more candles. The 15-minute, if the 15-minute can get like that, that's where it like starts to angle a bit more for a decent pullback. It just tapped 5,200. You can see, like I said, like you're likely to get, like, obviously right now it might be something to want to jump in. Like it's reacted, you know, $5. It might look like, oh my gosh, it's going, I'm gonna miss it. Not always the case, to be honest. Like when you look at how things react, like you'd have to use stops like down here near the low. If you're looking for like buys, you have to use like stops near the, like I said, like those psychological levels, like they're easy to react, like literally like $5-10. 5 minutes flipping a little bit. Look at the 15-minute. Could have got an entry there, but if it comes back, possibly an entry. Like, keep an eye on that. Like I said, even yesterday, like this is all like something I gave you guys hours ago. Wait for it to break above, then wait for it to pull back to 5,200. So might be getting that, you know, right now as the looks of it. Like it just reacted a bit off of 5,200. Nothing crazy. I have my blue lines here. I hit my blue line, one of them. What's it at? Oh, 08. Like if I enter, I'm gonna consider putting like stops around here. Like how I usually like to enter things is not like a full position. Like let's say I'm gonna trade with one standard lot. I don't just like put it at one full price. Like if I'm gonna trade with like a standard lot size or two standard lots, whatever it may be, I don't just put that entry at one price. If I see a good setup, like a good area, I like to scale in my trades, like layer into my entries slowly, not all at once. Like those types of green can, like those types of reactions usually happen when you hit like a whole number. See how it jumped up like a quick $10, and I'm gonna start slowly entering buys on gold. Slowly. And for the morning, like I'm gonna try to see if we can like hold that 5200. So like I have one position here, nothing big really, for especially for the account. If I'm gonna risk like 1%. This is the benefit of bigger accounts right now in these markets. A lot of volatility in these markets. So it's what I'm trading on right now. Like you're probably gonna see me trading on this a lot because like the way the market's been moving, like markets have been moving crazy. You're probably gonna see me trading on this a lot more. I mean, it's not that markets have been moving crazy. Like I've been trading 11 years. I've seen volatility. I've adapted to it over time. This is not the full position size I want to get. To be honest, this is super small, but like, you know, unless I'm trying to hold this to $6,000 or something. I'm trying to hold it to like 5,300. Unless I'm trying to hold this to like 5,300, if possible. I mean, depends on how 5,200 like reacts today. Like for now, like maybe want to see if 5,200 holds, get some entries around there. Maybe build a position around that 5,200 area. Not the position I wanted to get on this, but I'm not gonna add to it. Really not the position I wanted. Definitely wanted a bigger one, but might try to swing it then depending on how it acts. Like that's the benefit right now of like if you have, this is a big account. This is, like I said, you're gonna see me trading on this account a lot because like the benefit of an account like this is like if I have a good position and it's actually small, I can try to swing it and not really care about the position. Whereas a bigger position, I'll monitor it more, maybe want to get out more quicker. Whereas this, like I could, if I really want to swing a position size this big, I could easily on an account size like this, right? So it's the benefit there. Maybe it comes back to 5,200. Like I got in at 5,204. Like I got in at 5,204. It could go back and lower. And yeah, like maybe we hold the 52. Like I said, I gave you, remember what I'm going over right now, I gave you guys like the analysis last night too. Like this isn't any, this shouldn't be random, like why I'm looking for this. Remember, like this is pre-planned fucking how many hours ago? For anybody who was there. Like we did mark this up. And we talked about it all stream. Like it wasn't just like one thing. We talked about it throughout the stream many times. It was a decent stream. Went over some good info. So look at, you know. And like, yeah, I didn't get the perfect entry, but still going with like some confirmation there. Like I didn't get the perfect entry. I mean, maybe it is perfect in a way. Like, let's see how this goes. If this just shoots up, it's a perfect entry, right? Maybe I can ride it to 5,300. Damn. Yeah, I would have wanted to definitely get a bigger position size there, for sure. That's okay. These can turn into swings, these little guys. You never know. Yeah, so I literally got this account today, instant funded. Um, Hit my guy up, and it was like, yo. And within an hour, boom. Within like not even an hour, like 30 minutes. I was already ready to trade. I was like, bro, I need an account like right now. I need to trade. And boom, done. Shout out Xauusd. Shout out fucking Xauusd. So yeah, you'll be seeing me on this fucking for a bit now. I'll be gambling on MetaTrader. But yeah, we talked about this earlier, guys. For anybody who's confused, I mean, if you're like, what the heck's going on right now? This is fast. This is all too fast for me. Well, speed. There's speed in trading. Trading is a sport. So I did prepare a lot of you guys for this a bit earlier, and as I got on the stream, you guys saw me enter there live too. Maybe this can ride up. It's probably gonna go to the highs. See if New York's bullish, but caught a quick little entry there after I saw it react a bit. Like I saw it starting to react a bit off 52, and I was like, okay, looks like it's gonna bounce here, like react more. And like trading 101 right there. That's how you can catch quick 100 pips. Like that's $10 move, nothing crazy. The gold's making $10 moves. Like if I had a bigger position size on this, I'd probably be up like $1,000 right now. So it's like it's not a lot of profit, but light move. Maybe it maintains, like I said, like when I got on, when price was up here before it was pulling back a bit to 5,200. I literally said 5,200 or above it, maybe react, but you can see I even got in a little bit after it started to react. Not bad. I mean, it's usually likely to create these bounces though. Like this could be just like a first bounce. The 15-minute could set up more. Like the 15-minute could maybe come down, or even the 30. I mean, they're finishing soon though. Looks like we're in the 1 hour's closing above. It could be that first bounce, and like price could still come back to my entry. And that's not like, if it does, I'm not in a bad situation, right? Even if it does come back to my entry. So there's not like quick moves. There's always quick moves to catch and even reassess. Like this could probably still come back to my entry. I could have closed that and probably still got back in the same trade. Right? There's always like, you're likely to get, like I said, like I'm showing you guys like some trading 101 right now. You're likely to get quick bounces when you have like stuff like that. Like bounces like that happen all the time. And yeah, like it's pulled back. And if it goes a bit lower, I'll probably scale in like a bit more entries slowly on this, maybe throughout a bit of New York session as it gets like around 5,200 area. That would have been a good time to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna hold this probably try to add to it if it goes like lower, if it goes below my entry, or if it comes down. Probably gonna try to like add to it maybe a bit slowly, nothing crazy. And yeah, that's all I'm looking at today, guys, to be honest, for gold. I'm gonna ride this to 6K, all right? I'm gonna ride this to 6,000. I'm kidding, but I'm gonna see it's 10 a.m. and like it's a setup. Right, I can see there's a good setup. Like I'm following again, something I went over earlier, right? So I'm gonna see like how this, I was gonna say behaves, how this works out, or yeah, how the price behaves really for like the next 2 hours, maybe the next hour, 2 hours, and see how like it behaves for like the rest of New York session. Not too long. So like not for like the whole. I'm not trying to sit here and swing this. I'm more like trying to see like how this reacts in the next 2 hours. Like can we get a good reaction in the next 2 hours and then go kind of from there. So I'm in longs, as you guys can see. You don't have to follow. I'm not saying you guys got to take these trades. You can learn, right? I'm going to do some training later today as well. So right now we're just kind of live. This is all for educational purposes. Like, you guys don't got to follow. You guys can learn if you guys like what you see, if you understand the setup, if it makes sense, you know. This is what I'm doing. This is how I trade. I send you guys signals a lot if you're in my inner circle too throughout the week. Unfortunately, I missed the signal last night. I was typing a signal in my notes. Like, I was typing a signal out and I missed it. I missed it. It was gonna be gold buys. I was gonna get us a gold buy yesterday at 51.55. It was gonna be for 51.55, 51.50 area. And when I was on the chart at the time, it just reacted too quick, and I was like, damn. So the last signal I was going to send was going to be for gold buy 51.50, 51.55 area, and missed it. Missed it. So, yeah, guys, not much else to look at really for the day here. You can keep an eye on this maybe for the next hour. See if it even gets like lower prices around 5,200 or a bit lower. I'm in at like 5,203 right now. My entry's at 5,203. You guys can see it here on the screen in front of you. Light position for now. Like, as you can see, like, I've slowly kind of built up the position. It's gone in profit multiple times. Like, I could have scalped in and out of this. That's the cool thing about gold. Like, you can build up. Like, if I'm trying to swing this for the next 2 hours or day or whatever, I could slowly build into it. But like, I could have took that $140 and got back in, use that $140 as risk going forward. Just some thinking when you're actively day trading. Like, when you're actively trading in a session, the market's active, right? There's always quick decisions you can make, right? I don't think any entry that you get at the minute is permanent. Like, when you enter something, I don't think it's always going to be permanent as far as just shoot up right into profit, gone from there. It's likely going to come back to your entry. Like, it's going to fluctuate, right? So as you can see, even with this trade, there's been moments where it's like I could have got out of profit, back in the same trade, right? That's how you build an account a bit fast. That's how I've, like, through my experience, built things faster, is by doing that, is by, okay, the trade goes quickly in profit, get out profit, try to see if it comes back to my entry, get back in the same entry point. With volatility in the market, like when it's active like this, it's very, very possible, and something to consider when you're looking at your trades too. Like, some of you guys have heard me say that before. All right? Some of you guys have heard me talk about that before. But yeah, it's at 5,200 right now. Maybe it goes even a bit lower than 5,200. Like, the 15-minute is still potentially like setting up. See how the 15-minute looks a little bit more like the 5 now? It's pulling back more on the 15 now. There's a huge resistance on gold. I think you guys can see it, right? To the left here, right? There's a huge resistance here on gold. So that's like the bigger area too. Like, we're maybe playing like a break and retest here on a huge like weekly level of resistance so far, as you can see all in there. So that's why like it's either I'm gonna like hold this trade with a bigger stop loss, maybe add to it, like, because like, look, why would I say a stop loss should go here for this trade? And it's like, that's a huge stop loss, right? Obviously, like, might not make sense to have a stop loss that big, right? Right now, that's how the market's really moving. Like, in terms of structure, that would make sense. Now, it's like, if the market comes down into here, it's like, it's almost as if there's like another setup there. So it's like, I could have a smaller stop loss and be prepared. Like, have a smaller stop loss, maybe a little bit less risk, and be prepared for if it goes into that bigger zone. Because if it goes into that bigger zone, like, imagine taking a trade in here, where would you put your stop loss? You'd put your stop loss at the low, right? If you're taking a trade in the bigger zone, the bigger resistance, you'd be putting your stop loss at the low behind you, right? It'd be right here, right? So it's like, if I'm taking a trade right now, that's exactly where my stop loss should be, right? Now that might be too big of a stop loss to place. So I could still be prepared for like right now I'm preparing myself like if it goes down more, right? I'm not taking a huge position right now, slowly kind of building it as you can see, right? Instead of putting one full entry at once. In case like this does decide to go lower and I say, okay, I'm going to close this trade with a smaller loss, like that is completely normal. Like taking a smaller loss than holding it to all the way down here, right? That would be more normal for me, like in regular day trading. I even today, like I had some trades that I lost and got out of quickly. Took like $79 loss. One trade I took a $300 loss, right? Things like that where I might take like a $70 loss, and that's completely like that's nothing. Or like a $200, $300, $150, $120 loss versus a $2,000, $3,000 loss, right? I'll do that at a lot of times for trades that I get in, where it's like, okay, this is maybe that first reaction I'm seeing, smaller time frames, let's see. And yeah, it is going into the bigger zone, right? So that's why I don't always like scale into everything like fully, right? You can see here, down $450, right? My normal risk is like $2,000, $3,000 per trade, right? Normally. So like I said, I'm prepared for this. This is me trading, right? And what I could do right now is add to my entry, or I could close the trade and take a re-entry, right? I could close the trade, take a re-entry if I wanted to here, right? And that's not affecting me at my trading at all. Like if I lose $200 right now, I'm okay, right? If I lose $200, I'm in a position where I'm fine. I'm not sweating, right? I'm not looking at how many pips I'm down. I'm looking at the setup, looking at the market, gauging my risk, right? Because I know, okay, this is where my stop loss would be. So this is like maybe a bigger position building up, right? As you can see, I'm going to hold this. Like I said, my plan is to see how this really reacts for the next 2 hours and seeing maybe if we get that bigger move up. If it comes down to the low, like if it does come down to the low, then I'm just going to invalidate my setup. If it comes down to the low here, like I'm going to invalidate my setup and maybe just look at how the market looks like afterwards. But yeah, still pretty much getting like a retest of 5,200. Like I said, those quick bounces can happen. But yeah, still like same things still pretty much happening. Like when you look at what we looked at earlier, there's a zone that I drew out. It's still testing like inside of that zone. So it's still early, 10:09. Could keep an eye on it still for the rest of the morning. I'm probably about to drop a signal soon in inner circle. If you're in the inner circle, like stand by. I'm probably going to load a signal up in there. And yeah, we'll see if this comes back. Let me see here. Where's gold buys? 92, 93 right now. I'm still holding this position. I'm either going to close it and re-enter or add to the position. Like I'm either going to close it and re-enter like in a little bit. Better entries. Take a smaller loss than usual. Like usually I'll risk, depending on like obviously there's a bigger account on this account. Like usually I'm going to risk like a couple grand. Doesn't have to be like, it's not like I have to every single trade. Like if a trade's not working and I'm, my max risk is my max risk and a trade's not going as anticipated at first, I could always say like, okay, I'll just take a smaller loss in a sense. Mind you, I'm trading on $362,000. So if you're trading on a $500 account, if you're trading on a $1,000 account, if you're trading on a couple $1,000, there's $362,000 into this account. So mind you, this is my trading, right? So if you're trading on a couple $100, that's different. If you're trading $1,000, that's different, right? Yeah, maybe it doesn't hold. We'll see. Time will tell, guys. Like, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just focusing on the setup that I planned earlier in the evening. Signal loading. I'm probably about to send a signal in the inner circle chat if you're in there. I haven't sent a signal yet today. Like I said, you can always stand by for my signals. You guys are going to see me probably, like I said, trading on this a lot more in like live sessions, even just like on my own. Yeah, there was a bit of rejection on the 5 minute. You could wait still for 15 minute to reject. 15 minutes still setting up. 30 minute, right? You can still watch this. I'm still gonna watch it. And we'll see. Time will tell. Like, we have a couple hours till London session finishes, so it's still at a good entry point. Still a couple hours till London session finishes, so I'm liking buys around like what? Like, look at 5190, 5185 area. If you're in the inner circle, I'm gonna write like a signal in there, like 5190. For me, it's setting up. Like, this is my setup. Like, I'm focusing on my setup. I'm gonna drop a signal in the inner circle chat though. 5190, 5185 area. What's it like? Oh my gosh! Let me guess. It just jumped up. Oh, there we go. If you're in the inner circle, I just dropped a signal in there. I'm gonna hold this thing out. I'm loading up. MetaTrader. I'm fucking loading up, boys. Hey man, you guys might see me losing to like that's $300. You gotta remember, I'm trading with 360K, so it's like $300 is $300 when we're talking about 360K, right? I'm loading up, boys. People want to see me live trade. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. Just stick to the signals. Stick to the signals. You guys want to see me live trade? Is that a good idea? Me live trading? Probably not. Probably not. I'm just being honest. Hey man, just being honest. I sent a signal in the inner circle chat if you're in the inner circle. I loaded. I'm on. Like, I got this on like 3. Like, I got my phone here. Like, yeah, I don't know if you guys see like what I'm doing over here, right? So signals in. I'm gonna give the chart some breathing room. I'm gonna go do what I do when I'm in a trade. I don't always just sit at the charts and talk to people and do that. It's not how I trade. I put a signal in the inner circle chat if you're in there. Let's see, break and re, yo, break and re. People always want, Evan, live trade. I don't know. I don't know if y'all want that. I don't know if y'all ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready for that, to be honest. Like, you see, like I told you, like $300, I could fucking wipe my ass with. I'm gonna go take a shit right now and fucking $300. Like, come on. Don't look at what I'm doing. Like, oh my god, you're down $400. What's wrong with you? Like, calm down, guys. I got 360 racks in here. Like, we're good. Like, chill. We're good, guys. Like, chill, you know? Calm the situation. See what I did there, though? It was better to... I took the smaller loss. You know, I got back in. You guys gotta calm down. You see me in drawdown, you're like, yo, like, chill. We're trading. This is trading. Fucking trading here. Live trading. Maybe. Let's see. This is the. We're popping the cherry today. Sorry, had to say it. I could have got out there. I might get out soon, maybe. Or like I said, I wanted to see how it went for 2 hours or so. I literally just called the signal in the inner circle chat. Again, I took this entry right in front of you guys. I'm showing you guys how easy it is to catch entries on gold. Live. If I wasn't here, you can guess what. If I wasn't streaming, you can guess what I'd be doing right now by myself. Right? So that's why I say show up, guys. There's value in the lessons. I teach you guys a lot. Because imagine if I wasn't here. Oh, I forgot to put TPs. People are asking. Fuck. Take profit tomorrow. Take profit and end of the war. I don't know. Hold up. It just went like, damn. It just like I just called it out and it moved freaking right away. Could have took my $800 and called her a day. I mean, the bigger account, like we're gonna do some calls more. Like I'm gonna give you guys some different trading perspectives on like full-time trading, part-time trading, or you know, there's obviously the flip mentality, flipping accounts. That works. Like we have a lot of people who get those results, but if you're trying to maybe have a different perspective on trading, even if it's making $500 a day, like this type of account, obviously my goal is to flip it to, my goal is to multiply the account. But if I want to just kind of average 250, 500 a day, something like that, that would be much easier on this account, right? If it was to average $500 a day. You guys just saw how many times I went in, different types of profit situation there. It's more doable on an account size like this, obviously, and that's where we talk about like more full-time trading with less of the hassle, less of the emotions. Take profit one right now. There you go. Take profit one right now. Start taking some partials if you got in. Look, I'm already getting messages on Instagram. People saying thank you. OMG. Yo, see, but what I did there, I showed you guys something very valuable to understand. Sometimes it's better to take a smaller loss, reposition. Smaller loss, reposition. Yo, we went over this earlier. Yo, I tell you, man, we doing it different out here. Inner circle, what up? We on that Forex. Exactly, $360 isn't even 1%. Exactly. You know how many 360s I got in the day? Shout out Xauusd, yo. I literally got this account today, yo. I literally was like, yo, I need this account by New York session because I need to trade today. Boom, 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 boom. Got it done. Fast. Good support. Got it done. Literally, I was like, I need an account before New York session. Before New York. Done. Instant. Shout out Xauusd. Alright. No challenges. Fucking no hassles. I'm going to close this position. I'm going to call it a day. I have it on my MetaTrader too. I'm holding small positions on my MetaTrader. I close that. I'm still holding on my MetaTrader, small. On my MetaTrader, I'm only up $200. So yeah, it's small. There you go. Talk about the $200. So I'm still holding on a different account, but just close it on this. And there you go. TP tomorrow. No, we're not looking up the Forex reminders. We're not doing that, all right? We are not doing that. We are not. King Alligator. All right, we're just not doing it. Just get out of here, King Alligator. All right, we're not doing that. We're just not doing it. Nice try. We don't want that baby oil, yo. We don't want that baby oil, Diddy. None of that baby oil in here. The guy's trying to bring baby oil in here, man. Man, you gotta focus on your setups. Focus on setups. You have an account, focus on setups. Trade how you trade. Like, don't be nervous. You're only down 3%, right? Focus on risking 0.5% next trade. Like, focus on the right setups, the right entries. Scale in small. Look what I just did. I'm trading on a big account. Was I going super heavy there? No. I'm trading on, was I going heavy there? No, let's be honest. Like, I wasn't trading super heavy there. The market's moving really volatile right now. So you could still trade small right now, right? I would trade smaller than maybe trade if you're a little bit nervous, like dabble in, dip, like it sounds weird, but dip your toes in, like dabble in a bit, trade a bit smaller, like use small lot size. You'll go as small as you can so you get a feel for some entries, right? And once you close a position, don't continue. Call it a day, wait for the next session. Like, start small, scale in small. Look what I did there. Like, I started small. I didn't go in heavy right away, right? I prepared myself for in case there was a re-entry, and I did that, right? I was talking about everything I was prepared for before I even did it too, right? Everything I was saying, like, you know, I'm going to prepare myself just in case it goes down a little bit more. I'm not going to go in too heavy at first, right? In case there's a good, because I still see the setup, right? So, I mean, like, trade small. Don't go too heavy at first. Go in small. Even this on 360K, I wasn't going that heavy. If you go back and look at the position size, like, I really wasn't trading that heavy. If you look, right? So there's some we be trading sometimes on a couple $1,000, probably using that lot size that I was just using, right? Like, let's be real. Like, if we go to the results, like, I don't know everyone's accounts and stuff, but yo, like, winner, chicken dinner, solid. Oh wow, on ETH, eh? A little crypto. Ooh. Like, some people probably be trading with the lot size I just used on, like, small account. Look at, bro, $64 to $472. Oh shit, that's just swings right there. He's swinging. That's probably Giorgio. No, that's not Giorgio. Oh damn, $400 deposit. Like, yo, like, see what I mean? Like, that's on $400. Look at these lot size. Like, well, it started with $400. Probably was using smaller lot sizes at first. Like, even with like, I didn't go that heavy there, and there's probably people using like way less money than what I'm trading with. They're going heavy too. Like, so I think it's just like scaling in small, like being extra patient, waiting for the right setups too. We had a setup right there. There's a 5-minute I see. I mean, this strategy. Like, like I've talked about this before. Like, you have a market that's coming down. You're looking for the pullback. You get a rejection candle. It fakes out. It ends up going for more of a liquidity grab, right? More of an accumulation. Next rejection candle comes in. The market completely goes up. And that's just strategy. Strategy is, okay, I have a confirmation here. It worked. Like, there was a confirmation there. It worked. It didn't work, right? That was, again, kind of like the beginning trade, that, like, me entering the trade at the beginning. It went into profit. It went out of profit. It went into profit. Went out of profit. Next confirmation. It ends up hitting, right? That's strategy, right? Like, strategy is, so you have to be prepared for this one. The one that is going to lose, and you have to know, like, how much you're always going to lose on that one when it comes, like, because that trade will come where you get that confirmation, you get that entry, and you lose. Maybe it goes into profit a bit and you lose. You have to be willing to lose an amount that you know I can make back. Remember how I was just talking about the $300? the $300-400. I was like, I'm down $300-400. I lost, or whatever it was. It was like $323 or something, and I subconsciously know I can make that back without so much effort. So when it comes down to your losing trades, it has to be an amount that you know, like, just by pushing the buttons and focusing on my strategy, I know it can come back just like that. Like you kind of saw me do live here. Like, again, strategy, right? Rejection candlestick right here. Okay, I went for the trade. What happened? It went into profit. It didn't really work. It worked. It didn't work. If I could have just held it. Like I said, that's why I said the stop loss would need to be here. Remember what I was saying? Like, if I'm going to take this trade, the stop loss needs to be down here, right? Wherever I take the trade, there's a trade. Like, there's a risk to determine here, and there's a risk based on structure here too. Lots of structure here, right? I wouldn't be saying like whatever entry I get, the stop loss should go here for random too, right? But I'm not gonna hold the stop loss there. Like, I'm not gonna hold an entire stop loss there. That would make no sense, right? I'm bound to find another entry, and like, there's a lot of psychology that goes into this, guys. Like, everything I did today is a lot of psychology too. Like, a lot of it's psychology. Because if you look, I took the first trade here, knowing, okay, I had a confirmation, but also knowing it might not be the full confirmation. Took the next trade here. Strategy, right? If I don't focus on my strategy and apply it when it's there, I'm not gonna miss. I'm gonna miss, right? I'm not gonna hit it. It would be like if I was, looking for longs on this candle, or let me try to find another example of like an experience I had recently where we might have took longs. Let me think back. Where is it? Trying to find one of these longs that I called out that goes in similar to this. It was recent. It would be like you take a lot, like here there's a rejection candle. This isn't the one, but here's one that I was doing live last night. You buy rejection, it doesn't work, but you get your next confirmation right here and it works. I was like, you have that trade there. Oh, bugger. Next trade. There's always like strategies. When it comes down to strategy, it's like you have to approach it because probabilities like add up. Like, it's a numbers game too. It's like it's a numbers game too. So if I'm not taking two like setups when they're there, like if I'm afraid to take a setup because I lost the setup, that very same trade that I'm afraid to take is probably the trade that there's a confirmation there. Maybe where you got liquidity grabbed, or maybe you were in a phase of manipulation. You got stop loss hunt. It could be literally you're taking an entry right here for buys. You're going for buys on this candle right here, for example. You're taking a buy right here. Good confirmation. You have maybe your confluences. Maybe you're seeing like a break and retest here in price, and you're looking at longs right here. That looks like a good area to be looking for longs. You want price to go up. You have your confirmation. Perfect. Trade doesn't work. Next confirmation. It works. So it's like you have to be like, you saw what I did, how I took that smaller loss and then re-entered, versus let me take a full stop loss or hit a wall. Like, I'm not hitting a wall there. I'm focusing on the same thing. Like, it's all like everything I looked at today was all part of the same move too. Right, and it's still going up. 30-minute rejected. Remember what I said? Remember what I was saying? Remember what I was saying when the 15-minute turns more into how the 5-minute was looking, it'll end up flipping, and it literally did. Like, everything I said happened. So, like, I'm not doing this in like, hindsight. That was as real and raw as it gets right there. You guys want me to live trade, so there you have it. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. I even sent the signal in the inner circle. I didn't even have time to write TPs and stuff, right? See, like I didn't even have time to write take profits. I didn't have time to write TPs because I was just TP tomorrow. Take profit, end of New York session. From the looks of it, this thing's gonna. We might have a runner here. Look at that, like rejected perfectly. 1 hour. The thing with this, like. The 1 hour did close above too, right? 1 hour closed above, break and retest. But yeah, you guys saw that live in the action. Yeah. 5,200, like would 5,200 have been a bad entry? No, like 5,200 is where the analysis starts. Like I used 5,200. Obviously price went below it. And I prepare myself for that. Like price is a price, like it's a whole number. It's a psychological level. It's not just like gonna always immediately just like, it's not gonna be like the number one determining point. Like it could go below the price but still hold it. Like it's still above 5,200. And remember, like the idea is that price is gonna hold 5,200. Like we're gonna get above 5,200, hold it. We could still hold it. Like look at, I'll show you what price could even potentially do next. Like it just shifted up here. Right, it could literally now come back to like 5,205, 5,200 area, or maybe even a bit below, and maybe have like a reaction like this. Right, that made a good move. I got out on this account, still holding some positions on MetaTrader, and yeah, it could still kind of hold. It could still hold 5,200. Remember, I said there's a big resistance there. Right. If we hold that for the day, that's good. That's like gold tends to have that tendency, and I mean right now there's a little bit of demand for gold. Well, maybe not a little bit of demand. There might be a lot of there's a bit of demand for gold right now because of everything going on in the world geopolitically. We got a war going on in the Middle East, and a lot of countries have been affected. And yeah, uncertain times do lead to some strong price on gold. And are we shifting? Are we getting stronger price action right now? Like with this? Maybe. Because we just broke above that 5,200 resistance. That's like, maybe. We broke above 5,200. So if it manages to stay above 5,200, then it could go for a bigger move. Like it breaking, like price, you gotta understand psychology of the market too. It getting above that price is like important. It shows a sign of strength as well. So yeah, for anybody looking for asking about re-entries, maybe you gotta watch price. Like you gotta like look what the 30-minute just did. It did like a hammer. You have like a hammer, almost like a pin bar on the 30-minute time frame here. 15-minute engulfing candle. So yeah, you got some confluences there that show even like 30-minute. It's like a hammer pin bar on the 30-minute. What do I mean by that? Well, look at this. See this candle right here? Boom. See this candle? Similar. Which is like, again, look at that. I ain't just showing random candles either. I'm showing candles I've traded. Ha! I ain't like all these other people, man. I'll be showing candles I traded. All right? Remember, like, you see, like, I go to candles like you could have took a trade on this candle right here. See the exact same candle like here. Oh yeah, so I did. Did you? I did. I did. Yeah. Built different. We built different out here. All right. So yeah, like this 30-minute. I mean, this has 23 minutes left on it. This could flip back up. The 30-minute might hold. Look at the 1 hour consolidating right now. Might stay above 52. 51.90, like 51.90, 52. Yeah, 51.90, 52 area. Might try to, but that's really it. Like, same thing. Not much has changed. If you notice, nothing's changed. I'm still talking about the same thing I talked about 5 hours ago. Or however long ago. I'm going to wrap it up, though. I'm done for the day. Told y'all, man, stay locked in. We're going to be streaming a lot. I'm going to stream later. I'm going to do a training session. I'm going to go over some stuff about entries, candlesticks. And yeah, you guys will see me trading on this account a lot more over the next month and months going forward. Try and take this to, let's see, I'm going to call it the road to 1 million. Got it up a bit right now, so I got some profit up a little bit. The road to 1 mil. There might be a re-entry here. Don't wait on me, though. Don't wait on me. Remember that one guy that said, "Don't wait on me" or whatever? Don't wait on me, yo. Don't wait on me. Don't wait on me, yo. It might be waiting. I'll show you a trade next month and be like, "Hey, you guys should have took this trade last month." Don't wait on me, yo. You probably look at the 5-minute. Look at the 15 first of all, engulfing candle, 30-minute hammer, pin bar, 1 hour consolidating. So it looks pretty good. We're probably gonna stay above that 52 from the looks of it. I'm not re-entering gold at all. Yeah. Did I re-enter? Maybe. We'll never know. We'll never know. I might have. I might have re-entered. I might have. Right? I might have. I might have. Like I said, don't wait on me all the time, all right? I'm giving you guys enough game every day. Don't wait on me, yo. We're all traders here. Trading's my first job. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to teach you guys this shit, all right? So, don't wait on me all the time, all right? I got to trade too. Otherwise, I won't be able to teach you guys this stuff. So, lock in, yo. Shout out you funded. Maybe I can get this up 3,000, yo. That'd be nice. We out, though. I'm out. There you go. Like I said, I was like, I'm not re-entering. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm still holding the lower entries on my MetaTrader account, but I'm out. That's it for me. Quick 1 hour session right there. Boom. Tune in later. We're gonna do a training session later. Make sure you guys plug in. Smash the like button. How many people we got on here? I swear, if I look at the like button, it's got like 20 likes. I'm gonna be like, damn, yo, y'all haters. Haters. Tune in. Training session. Loading. Couple hours. Damn, 58 likes. Wow. What a shame. 58 likes. I gotta like it now. I gotta like it to get. Look at that. You guys got. Look at that. 58 likes, eh? How many views do we get this? We got 610 views this stream. 164 people watching. Wow. 58 likes, eh? You guys don't even know the knowledge. Man, you guys don't even know the knowledge that is going. Man, damn. I'm out. That's it. I'm out. Now I'm out. You guys, remember what I said? You guys know what I would have done. If I didn't stream this morning, what would I have done? What do you guys think I would have been doing? Huh? Would have made 20 racks today. All right? Probably would have made more. Honestly, probably would have made more. 58 likes. Come on, we can do better than that, fam. Come on. Damn. 59 because of me. 59 because of me. I think we can do better than that, but I'm out, yo. I'm going to wrap it up. Tune in to training session. Training session loading later today. $5,200 still holding. See if it holds. Potentially could. But I'll be on later to see where the charts are at in the next, what time is it? So I'm going to be on in the after, around 12 o'clock in a couple hours from now. Probably 2 hours from now. And then tonight, all right, plug in, yo, plug in.